Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be diving into some of our legend attacks. Before starting, I would want to give a shout out to my clan for reaching top 4 in the clan league. As you can see over here, we got 381 stars with a destruction of 10-4 BT. Yeah, it was a great clan league with the boys. And now let's get started into our legend attacks. Alright, this base. This one's a double poison. A ring style design on the town hall is in the center. So for this one, I would really like to go into one of the poison towers and then try to take down that compartment. And then go with the dragons either from the other poison tower or from the downside from the mono. Yeah, let's see on our RC path, and then let's do what our RC does. Okay, over here, I just did my Invis cycle. So that I really don't want to do that another in me. So single cycle as of now. And there comes the EQ, and then I just dropped another Invis over there. Yeah, I didn't really want to risk it against the town hall, so I switched up to single cycle as of now to avoid my spirit fox, getting blasted. Okay. Now over here, I just invest the other building, so it would go straight into the scatter compartment. And then I hoped it to go towards the poison tower, but then it just fumbled backside. I was able to pull the poison tower though. Okay, and then yeah, it was a decent value from my RCC. Not great, but yeah, it's just decent. Over here I decided to just go in front of the sweeper itself. I usually go my dragons behind the sweeper, but for this base I just went in front of the sweeper because of the mono and inferno comp. And then I had this thinned out side at 3 o'clock from a community Barracks. Then I deployed on my dragons over here with the lava hound and the ice block. Yeah, as you can see over here, the mono inferno comp was taken by the rocket balloons, so which was really nice. Then a super wall breaker and an ice golem for this compartment. And then I even dropped my Minion Prince ability pretty early. Yeah, because the angle was just too good, I almost froze all of the key defenses. Yeah, I should have taken care of the 2 hidden Teslas over there. Yeah, but never mind. Yeah, this poison tower was gonna get thrown away by now, yeah. And I even dropped my queen ability pretty early because I didn't want my queen to die early because of the defending Minion Prince and the Giga Bomb and the rest of the defenses. Yeah, pretty much the base was gone. Yeah, no, nothing much was left. And this base was swept away even though I didn't get any of the key defenses from my royal champion, but then the funnel which was set by my royal champion was excellent. Yeah, here we go, something like this. Yeah, only 16 seconds left. Yeah, this one was a bit tricky. Yeah, I thought I would time fail this, but let's see. Yeah, the fire spit from the furnaces are really fast. They almost avoid any time fails. Yeah, that was that. On to the next attack. Okay, yeah, this one. Yeah, this one was a rage and a poison base. For this one, I just, I didn't really think of something great. So I just went simple for this. Just started my royal champion directly in front of the Inferno Tower. Then maybe hoped the RC to go inside the rage compartment. Yeah, as you can see, I almost do single cycle for every first invisible spell because the RC is just on the outskirts of the base. Then not much damage is prone towards the RC. Yeah, I just redirected my RC inside the rage compartment and I hope to get everything. Unfortunately, the spirit fox just died over there. Yeah, Over here I had a little bit of confusion whether I had to deploy an invisible spell outside, but then the enemy CC just put my RC into the core. Yeah, now just dropped. Yeah, my EQ was so bad at this attack. It could have been better if I could even connect the town hall. See over here, if I connected the town hall from the earthquake spell, I could have actually, taken down the town hall also. Yeah, not much of a value because the two other flanks on the parallel side are still heavy. Yeah, but let's see if I can pull this off or not. Yeah, as you can see, the two parallel sides, on one side dominating by dragons and the other side queen and the siege barracks. Yeah, and there comes the ice block and the lava combo. Yeah, even tried to funnel some of the defenses, leave a multi-arch tower and the mortar from the rocket balloon snipe. I still have 3 rocket balloons. So maybe I thought of, trying to take down that air defense also. Can I get the air defense too? Yeah, I think... Oh yeah, I even got the air defense. Yeah, over here, basically, I couldn't really get my Minion Prince ability going. Because it just got locked in the town hall and I couldn't really get enough of a value from my Minion Prince. Yeah, see, the Minion Prince ability was so bad. Yeah, the Queen did excellent work. There comes the Queen ability. Yeah, I could have popped it a bit earlier because of the multi-asset tower. Yeah, there's no healer support for Queen, so Queen just really dies. So you gotta make sure you drop the Queen ability pretty early. Yeah, the dragons just died because of the monolith and the the poison tower, as well as the this multi-gate cannon. Yeah, nonetheless, I got a decent percentage, enough to grab that 30 trophies. Yeah, the RC charge could have been really better. I could have got the town hall. Yeah, and then I couldn't really get a good angle from Minion Prince, so that's why this attack failed. Yep. Okay, on to the next one. Yeah, this one was a really what do you call this? Is a double poison diamond style. Yeah, the defenses are spread out, so these kind of builds are really prone to time fail. So make sure you deploy Queen and Siege Barracks pretty early, and then you also get some cleanup troops in your control. Yeah, I started off the RC, at downside, single cycling my way, and 2 rocket balloons for the mortar. Then I just invest this Bizarre Tower Inferno comp so that my RC would go over here. Yeah, notice the value of this baby dragon now. It can not only take the Wizard Tower but also the remaining defenses. So feel free to use the baby dragon when you see some crazy value out there, because see the amount of funneling or the cleanup the baby dragon does. It's really a good use of those 10 storage housing space. Okay, 2 more rocket balloons. Yeah, even same the rocket balloons, not only to get the Archer Tower but also the bomb tower, and then a baby dragon can continue its crazy attacking. Yeah, now RC, I'm trying to take down the core, but then I just ran out of invisible spell, so I could only get half of the core, but that's okay. Dragons come from bottom along with the Minion Prince. Yeah, over here I even included lava pretty early so that it can tank against the defending Minion Prince. Okay. And also I just use my Queen and Siege Barracks to get the town hall. Yeah, with the Ice Golem and the Wall Breaker approach. Yeah, big shout out to Anakin. So I met him in 1v1 tournaments and he's even beaten me so far in the finals. So he was the one who I got inspiration from using this strategy. Yeah, so big shout out to Anakin, mate. Alright, I popped the wooden ability over here. It is not much of getting defenses, but then I just thought of deploying the wooden ability pretty early. The Minion Prince ability, I popped it because I couldn't get a good angle afterwards. The Queen and Siege Barracks and the Giant did an excellent work taking down the town hall compartment. Also the furnace, the fire spitters took down the monolith, which was really helpful. Yeah, then the remaining part of the base was just swept away by dragons. Yeah, it was a great sight to watch. Yeah, get your RC charge right and then plan well for your queen, siege barracks, and the dragon's placement, and you're good to go. Alright, going to the next one. Yeah, this one was a really island type diamond base design. Over here, I just had only one thing. The backend part was the town hall was really complicated, so I didn't really want to charge over there. So this was the basic plan to deploy my royal champion in front of the Bizarre Tower at 9 o'clock, then try to make my way in. Yeah, and depending on my RC path, I would choose whether to uh, funnel some of the defenses from my rocket balloons. So I waited, so my RC turned left. So I would deploy my rocket balloons onto the Wizard Tower and the air defense combo. So 4 rocket balloons are enough to snipe down a Wizard Tower and then air defense. Yeah, after this, I'm slightly trying to make my way into the core. One Invis redirect over there to force my way into the monolith. Yeah, see over here, my RC is exactly where I want her to be. And now we can pop our RC ability real soon. And notice how I deploy my EQ. I try to deploy it on the clan castle itself so that I can get the clan castle. Yeah, unfortunately, Spirit Fox almost died. I pop the RC ability now. Yeah, and look at the value, guys. Just look at the value which we got from my Royal Champion. Excellent, isn't it? Then Queen sees Barracks in the thinned outside. Then we drop all of our dragons. And notice the role of this Lava Hound. Not just tanks the air defense from a dragon, but also it can lure out the poison tower if you deploy it right. Look at over here. What a crazy value from our Lava Hound. And I purposefully left some dragons around 6 o'clock to give ourselves a proper funnel for our dragons so that all of them goes inside. Yeah, I just follow Minion Prince a bit pretty early because I just tend to use them early when I see that the base is gone. And then my golden ability, yeah, I just came in right now. Yeah, the base is crushed, isn't it? The core of the base is wiped out by Royal Champion, and 2 of the flanks are covered by a dragons and a Queen Siege Barracks. Yeah, this base is gone. This base is crushed. Such attacks, they really make my soul happy. Yeah, so that's that. And then the remaining of the defenses are taken by our troops. Yeah, GG's then. On to the next one. Alright. Yeah, this base. Yeah, this one is a really popular base, and then I have failed this base so many number of times, but then I just found out a crack for this base. Sometimes it might work or sometimes it might not work. Yeah, so I started my RC over there, starting off with my single cycle. Then a couple of rocket balloons to snipe off the bomb tower. Then RC has to go towards the Rico. Yeah, I just made sure to use a single cycle as for a second because I would really need some of the invises inside the core of the base. Over here what happens is sometimes the RC just goes into the the multi-gear compartment, completely ignoring the poison tower compartment, so that is a bit harsh for our dragons. But then this time the RC decides to go into the poison tower compartment. So I just grab this poison tower, then make sure to even take some other value because I definitely wanted the hook tower. If you don't get the hook tower, this is a definite fail. So one EQ over there, I thought of getting a town hall but I couldn't. The other RC went that side and I was able to clear up the core of the base, like almost. Yeah. So now after this I deploy my dragons over here. then Queen and Siege Barracks on top. Yeah, Queen and Siege Barracks. Also see this monolith. It is single-handedly staying over there. So it was easy to deploy some rocket balloons and stamp up that monolith. So that's what I did. Yeah, and then this Lava Hound and Icebox Bell combo again. It really works great, guys. You know, it allows me to extend my warden ability a bit further. Yeah, those rocket balloons did a great work, and then Ice Golem comes, for tanking my queen. Yeah, there comes the warden ability, and then I was just patient with my warden with my Minion Prince ability, so that I can deploy it onto the poison tower compartment. Yeah, over here I had to deploy queen ability early because of the Rico. Rico and any other defenses will chew on my queen, so I got to deploy queen ability early. So there also comes Minion Prince ability, and I could take most of the defenses from the ability, and the furnaces did an excellent job taking down the Minion Prince and also the clan castle. Yeah, this MVP was Giant. Giant took away the entire compartment along with the multi tower, which was the key defense for our dragons. Yeah, so that's that. We were able to triple the space. Although this was close, I couldn't have done anything better. On to the next one. Alright, I really love such kind of double rage tower. These bases are a treat to me. I don't even have to plan much. Just go straight into the rage tower and then try to eat away all the key defenses of the base. Over here, I had to drop in that early earthquake spell maybe. Maybe earthquake spell was gonna come anytime sooner. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Over here, I shouldn't have actually single cycled, but I don't know how I did it. Yeah, there comes the earthquake spell, and I even popped my RC ability. Okay, I'll pop it in a moment. I had to make sure to take down that air defense so that my RC just sticks out in the core and then do not get wounded off with some other defenses outside the core. Yeah, there comes the RC ability. So I try to make sure to lure off the CC over there. Then that Invi came over there just to invest the ice golems as well in case my RC, if it gets stuck on the ice golem. Okay, yeah. Over here, I almost got the entire core of the base, which was one of the rage tower. Sometimes I almost get both of the rage towers. It depends on the RC pathing as well. Yeah. Now the dragons come down from the monolith. And Queen and Siege Barracks over there. Yeah, this is a really crucial thing. Sometimes I mess up this and I try to deploy both of them in reverse order. So if you deploy Queen and Siege Barracks instead of my dragons, it'll get wrecked by this mono and the Minion Prince and the cannon and the mortar combo. So make sure to deploy your dragons always on the toxic side. Whereas this Town Hall 17 especially is really weak, so you should be able to have the freedom to deploy the Queen and Siege Barracks in front of the Town Hall. Having the Ice Golem really helps for tanking as well. There comes the Rocket Balloon Snipe on the air defense. And I also deploy this Minion Prince onto this Rage Tower. And I also have this Warden ability. So this thing's so strong, so powerful. You almost can't fail any of the base if you get your RC charge right. RC charge is the key to this. Yeah, Queen and Siege Barracks did an excellent job taking down the Town Hall compartment. Yeah, Giant is two-way powerful, man. It's so good. Yeah, and I just prepped away this base with my dragon. Yeah, that's that. GG's. Okay, on to the next one. This one had a new scenery as well. Yeah, this base. Yeah, this base was a kind of new base to me. And then the sweepers were so weird. And I couldn't... Okay, over here, I just thought of one thing. Charge into the poison tower over here. And then try to make my way into the town hall. Yeah, so that was the plan. 2 rocket balloon snipe for the mortar. So my RC would go straight into the core. Okay. Over here, the tornado triggered a bit early. That was good for us. Then just drop an EQ over here. That EQ was a really game changer. Yeah, EQ is a really game changer sometimes. Yeah. Now I just double cycled over here. Yeah, this enemy CC is a blessing in disguise sometimes. It could go straight into the town hall, but then I messed up a bit. Over here, I thought Invis the fire sputter would let my RC towards the town hall, but I was wrong. Just went outside the arch tower. At this moment, I knew I fucked up, but never mind. I just went in, so I could. I even got the fire spitter, so that was kind of good. Over here, yeah, I really didn't need the town hall, but then the town hall 17 is not that powerful against dragons, so it was really fine. Yeah, then dragons on top. I noticed how I didn't deploy my lava hound over here because I wanted a lava hound to travel a bit more further, so it could tank in front of the Minion Prince and the monolith combo. And there comes the ice block spell on the lava hound. So it's really great. Minion Barracks doing excellent work as always. Then some of the baby dragon for funnel. Yeah, the key part of this was to delay the warden ability as further as possible. See the back end, the triple Inferno Tower and the Poison Tower along with the defending heroes. Yeah, you really got to make sure your dragons stick out till the very end. So you have to make sure to delay vulnerability as much as possible. Okay, I even deployed Minion Prince ability when it faced towards Infernos. Yeah, I even popped the Queen ability pretty early. I should have saved the wall breaker for this Inferno. Yeah, but never mind. Yeah, look at this, guys. The Frost Mites and the Fire Spitters. You know Jon Snow, he was the son of the ice and fire. It kind of reminds me of Jon Snow. Fire and ice, both working together. This base was a treat to attack, and I really enjoy tripling such toxic double poison tower bases. This one was a new one as well. Alright, going on to the next attack. Yeah, this one is the last attack of the day, and I got to hit the Josh Atkins LL, so his best finish is global 2. So here we got a double, we got a Rage Enemy core base. So this was maybe a Generalix base. He had actually posted this base on his YouTube channel really recently. So over here I just decided to go on this compartment. I know it's going to be pretty baited over there because of the Giga Bomb stays in the other end. So I knew this was going to be baited. I just managed to go in here anyways. There comes the Toxic Giant Bombs. Just killed my Royal Champion, the Spirit Fox. Yeah, I just invested it over there. Yeah, all I had to do was make my way in, and then I didn't even have to use any redirect over there. So it was great. Yeah, this Rico actually stayed out. So when my RC decided to go take that Rico down, it even triggered the Hidden Tesla. So I had to waste an invisible spell on this Hidden Tesla out there. Yeah, I managed to get the Race Tower, the Inferno, and maybe one of the other Inferno Tower as well. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so dragons on bottom over here. Yeah, Queen and Siege Barracks on the other side. Yeah, over here, look at the base. What I have just started with my dragons, it's just a dead base. Dead buildings. Not much of key defenses against the dragons. So what I meant to say is the remaining part of the defense of the base was really strong as well. See the Crusher Mortar and the Clan Castle was still awake. So it would definitely cause problems for my Queen and the Siege Barracks troops. Yeah, I managed to delay my Warden ability a bit. Yeah, I could have delayed much further for the back end. Yeah, this Warden ability could have been timed late. And then I even deployed Minion Prince ability. Yeah, I figured that could have been better as well. if I could deploy my Minion Prince ability when it faced the elixir storage or something. Yeah, see, the mortar, the crusher mortar and the clan castle, the defending Minion Prince really shredded my queen and the furnace, and then the Minion Prince got wrecked by the defending air defense also. And the two defending heroes with the crusher mortar with the clan castle really made this attack go bad at the back end. Yeah, so I was way up ahead of 92%, so I could get that 30 trophies. Yeah, so that was it about today's attacks. We managed to get a plus 301. I haven't been able to attack well in the recent days because I was so busy in some other IRL stuffs, but then hopefully I can make a comeback from today. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Bye bye.